my YouTube friends. Today I was going to do an unboxing of my PreSonus reference monitors. It just came in from Sweetwater. This is how it arrived. The box all kicked in right there, so hopefully they double box this and it's not messed up on the inside, or the speakers still work. Let's just say that. So let's check it out. Okay, looks like they packed that pretty good there. Oh yeah, they gave me some thank you cards from Sweetwater and the receipt in there, so that's pretty good. And look like they boxed that up pretty good there. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, so there doesn't appear to be anything wrong with what's this down here. Oh, they gave me some candy and another magazine, looks like. So let's see what's going on, man. Now I hear these speakers are really good. I'm not going to go over all the specs with them because I'm sure you guys have probably already done that. But I had a pair of Yamaha NS10s for many years, and I gave to my son about 3 years ago, and then I had a pair of Alesis monitors. Those were my first pair that I ever got, and I gave them away to a friend of mine who actually did some drum tracks. So the last experience that I had with these near field monitors was a friend of mine came over and we did an album together, and he had some of the PreSonus, but he had the 8s. And I was actually in this room and we were doing the mixes in this room. I did have some studio, I had another studio foam right there in the corner that ended up falling down, but so I had some diffusers in here and stuff like that. But he had the 8s, getting back to the 8s, and they sounded wonderful in here, but I just thought they were a little too big, and I said, well, you know, if they ever have if they have a smaller pair, I'm gonna get them. And then I got online and I seen these 5s, and I was like, man, if they're anything like the 8s, I've got to get it, because his 8s just sounded wonderful. And I'll tell you the truth about this. I had mixed with my Yamahas for many years, and I got acquainted with them. It is a really flat frequency response on those Yamahas, and they sound amazing. However, it took me a little while longer to get accustomed to how they were in the mix, and once I knew what to look for, I was able to get my bass right on my mixes using the Yamahas. Now when I mixed on these, the 8s, the PreSonus 8s, man, it didn't take me long at all. After about one mix and listen to on various speakers, I was able to dial in just the right amount of bass on everything. And the 8s, the PreSonus 8s, are just phenomenal speakers, phenomenal. But like I say, I just thought they were a little too big for this room, and being that I sit really close to my setup, let me show you my setup here. Okay, excuse everything here, everything's a mess. Turn some of this important stuff over, but see, I sit right here, and so we had the 8s right here, man, and they were just really you know, they're big speakers, they're big near field monitors, and I thought, well, those are more, seems to me like they would be just not so close to you, you know. So I'm thinking that excuse all this. I'm thinking that these 5s will be perfect right here. And see how I have my desk. My desk is kind of at an angle here. It's all turned at an angle, and so I'm thinking these 5s right here are going to be great. So let's go ahead and unbox this sucker and see what it looks like on the inside. Let's check it out, man. Let's see what these babies are all about. I really like PreSonus stuff. I just my nephew was wanting to get a mixer, and he was wanting something really nice that sounded great. And I did some other tracks for an album, and a guy had a PreSonus mixer, and I did some vocal tracks with him, and I just thought it just really had a big fat channel. It's got a fat channel on it, and I just really thought that what is this? That was the first time that I came had a little bit of experience with PreSonus. Oh, these go on the bottom, and just was like, wow, man, that PreSonus stuff sounds really good. If I ever get a little mixer, I'll get one of those. Well, my nephew ended up wanting one, or needing a mixer, and oh, check this out, man. Oh, check this out. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, this is beautiful, y'all. What a beautiful monitor. Hey, I want to tell you something. Real quick, man. I'll get back to the mixer in a little bit, but look at this. Look at this. Let's see, I want to cut that just slow. Like that. I want to tell you something. That's just the power cable right there. This monitor, now I haven't listened to them yet. Like I say, I haven't listened to them. But this monitor, let me put this knife back down. This monitor, the pictures don't do it any justice, man. The pictures that you see on the computer, on your personal computer, does not do this PreSonus speaker any justice. I mean, this thing is a beauty, and I gotta tell you, man, I gotta tell you something. It feels nice and heavy, and it feels well made, man. Okay, here, this is nice. All this stuff here, it's got the low cut, it's got the flat in case you're running a sub. It's got the mid EQ. You can crank the mids up to plus 6 dB. You can crank the highs up to plus 6 dB, as well as a minus 6 dB. So you can cut the mids, you can cut the highs, you can add gain to the mids, and you can add gain to the highs. So that's nice. But it's got this acoustical space right here, how you're supposed to set it up, or a good reference to start at. Whether you put your speakers in the corners of the room, up against the wall, or, you know, slightly back from this. It's got a minus 2 dB for slightly back. Or if you know it's like a mid-room type thing, and you got your desk set up, and your speakers are a good ways away from the wall, 0 dB. So anyway, you can check out all the specs, but I like this too, how you have RCA unbalanced, TRS, and then XLR. So you've got 3 different ways to come in and out. But I will say this, man, and I will say this thing is a beauty. It's really a beauty. Let's see how they're gonna set up here on this. I don't have any mopads, so I just took some of this diffuser material for now. till I get my mopeds. Let's move my little wig hat over. And just check this out. So essentially, when you're setting this up, you can do it like that, okay? But if you're setting an XY position in a room like I have my desk, you see it's in the corner like this, but notice it's in an XY position in the room, and this is really, really good if you have a room that's, you know, say 12 by 12 or 11 by 11 or 10 by 10 or whatever. It kind of breaks it up and does the XY. You can read all about that. But when you're setting your monitors up like this, they essentially need to be, your tweeter needs to be on the inside, okay? And that's the way you want to do that right there. You don't want to have your tweeters on the outside. You want to have your tweeters on the inside. And but they fit nice on that. That's not a bad gig. And my ears are right here, so I'm in that pilot position, getting that perfect across the ear XY position thing going on. And that's nice, man. That's a real nice thing. I've always liked setting my near field monitors up like this because I've had my desk, and I've always set my desk in a corner to break up reflections on the walls and stuff. So to me, this is the best way to set up. That way, you really, when you're setting in your and here and you're doing your mixes, you've got your speakers that are crossing right here, and the time that it takes for any reflections off the back wall or behind you, it breaks it up. So I've just had better results laying my speakers down than up, and being in that perfect pilot position, you know, behind the mixer or whatever, and having the sound waves cross the ears like this in an XY position. You can read up all about it, man. There's articles on it in Mix Magazine. I think like in the 90s, man, they had major articles on the benefits of laying your speakers down rather than up and straight out. But this way you really get that, you really get in the mix, and you really get that, you hear the stereo field. And anyway, try it out, man. Try it out, but make sure your tweeters are on the inside and not like this. You don't want it like this. You don't want it like this, okay? You don't want the bass speaker in. You want the tweeter in. And like I say, you know, people do it like this, but your real pros know what it's all about, and they turn it like that. Tweeters inside, woofers outside. And so anyway, thanks you guys for joining in. I hope you like this unboxing of my PreSonus. I have not tested them out yet, but I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube already, and I'm assuming they sound amazing, and that's why for the $1 I feel like you're gonna get your money's worth out of these. And give them a shot, man. Give them a shot. But that's what they look like. This is what they look like. And I hope you enjoy the video. If you haven't hit my subscribe button, please do, because I got a lot of really cool things going on, and you don't want to miss out on any of it, man. You just don't want to miss out. So hit that bell, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you again.